G'day, welcome to This Week in Downhill. Weekly series covering things that have happened in the downhill skateboarding community worldwide. Everything I talk about I'll have links to in the description below, so if you want to know more about anything you can check it out down there. As always, if I've missed something you think was worth sharing, chuck it in the comments so other people can see it that way as well. And if you have something you see during the next week or so you think should be included, feel free to reach out or comment it. I can add it into next week's video. Or if you're hosting an event or doing something yourself and you want it to be shared, then definitely feel free to reach out and I can share in the next video. But yeah, let's jump into it. Starting with videos, I think it was actually last week he posted the first one, but over the last week he's posted 3 videos. Cole Trotta is posting on YouTube again. Looks like it's been 2 years or so since the last time he posted a video, and he's just posted 3 videos in the last, I think it was 9 days, 2 days, and today. Yeah, so that's cool to see. Obviously, Cole Trotta is probably one of the most well-known, one of the best skateboarders at the moment for downhill skateboarding. So to see him posting on YouTube is cool. If you don't know, he posts very regularly on Instagram. So it's cool to see him reaching out to sort of longer form content on YouTube, and maybe we'll see some cool stuff from him in the future as well. Looks like the videos he's posting at the moment are older footage. He's posted runs from Puerto Rico and Hawaii, with both those trips being, you know, a year or 2 ago. So yeah, it'd be cool to see if he starts getting more invested in long form content. I mean, longer videos is something I enjoy rather than just like the quick Instagram 10-second videos. So yeah, cool to see Cole Trotta posting on YouTube again. The next video I wanted to mention is Evan Toon posted Team Milk Tapes #2, which is very exciting. I love me a good Evan Toon YouTube video. So yeah, I saw he posted on his story, just like randomly, got the creative juices flowing and just did the edit real quick. So there's if you like Evan's videos, there's another Milk Tapes video out. It's just a classic skate edit of a bunch of different skating from a couple of different days of all the homies getting together and just having fun in skateboarding. Just an enjoyable, great skate edit. It's like 10 minutes long. It's a good one. Go check that one out as well. Luke Spud has been posting pretty consistently. He just posted a Bales video, which again, I think we mentioned a Bales video 2 or 3 twids ago, and I'm still on the fence about if I like them or don't like them, but he posted one and it's pretty, there's a lot of Bales. It kind of susses me out, but if you're into those kind of videos, there's another one out there now. So yeah, go check that one out as well. Moving over into events, Bay Sessions has their 2nd event of the year. They're doing 1 event every month for this year, which is exciting. They're having like a championship thing where at the end of the year, they'll tally up who got the most points by, you know, placing the best overall in the most events, and there'll be a grand prize. But yeah, their event for February is actually this Saturday, the 17th. It's called the Alamo Outlaw, but it looks like it's like a race, there's bus runs, there's free riding. It's just like a good day of skating. So yeah, check that one out. I remember seeing clips from a race at the same spot, like a bike path in a park. I don't know if that was last year or the year before, but it looked like a great time. Not sure if it was the same guys organizing it, but that spot looked like the perfect place for a skate race. It says they're doing one-on-one racing, which is always kind of cool, doing a little bit differently. And yeah, if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, definitely consider checking out that event, and stay tuned, I guess, for what the event will be in March next month. Banana Wheel Co. is hosting an event. This one's called the Felony Freeride, and it's in the state of Georgia. Yeah, it looks like it's a repaved road. I guess a known spot has been repaved. And yeah, similar deal to what they did, I think it was late last year, where they host the event and you can pay just to get runs to the top and skate the event, or you can pay it for the wheels as well. So it'll be $30 would include a set of their milkshake wheels, or just $15 if you just want to skate the road and have the free ride. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. There's additional information in their post. There's camping included and stuff like that for the event. So that looks really cool. That's going to be March 17th. So that's coming up pretty soon. I guess, you know, all these events are starting to kick into gear for the spring, which is really exciting. It doesn't feel like spring yet. We're getting a lot of snow here in the Northeast right now, but it's just around the corner. I can feel it. Dirt Farm Freeride has been posting their sponsors the last week or so. I'm sure they've got many more to go, but so far they've announced 888, the helmet and protective gear company, ODH, Ohio Downhill, Blank Wheel Co., and the last one they just announced was Bustin. Bustin Boards is sponsoring Dirt Farm Freeride. Yeah, last year they had a ton of sponsorship. It was great. They did the raffle and they had heaps of gear to give away. A lot of people walked away from the event with all sorts of cool skate gear. So yeah, definitely check out the Dirt Farm Instagram if you want to stay in touch of who's sponsoring the event and get an idea of what kind of gear you could win if you go to the free ride. So that's pretty cool too. Moving over into more community related stuff. I guess it's kind of community related, but WDC announced that they're going to have the same commentators this year in Turkey as they did 2 years ago, which is cool. So that was Ian Finley and Liam Morgan. I thought they did a pretty good job commentating last time. I guess Ian is like a professional commentator for a variety of sports, and obviously Liam Morgan is a downhill skater, so he understands the sport pretty well. And yeah, I thought it was cool just to have a skate event like televised and commentated. It's obviously something a bit newer, at least for me. I haven't really seen a lot of it. Most of the live streams I've seen of skate events are just like a bunch of drunk skaters mucking around in front of the camera, half kind of commentating. So it was cool to see like an actual professional attempt, and it'll be good to see it again this year. Know that they're doing the full televised live stream with actual commentators, which I think is really cool for the sport, and like just a cool thing to see in downhill, and kind of shows that racing is getting more towards like an actual serious sport, which would be really cool for longboarding as a sport as a whole. I think like the more serious publicly the sport is taken, the more people will skate, the more the public will be supportive of skating, and the more events we can have, the more skaters we'll get. So I think it's just cool to see anything like this in the right direction for like, you know, publicly building the sport. So yeah, cool to see there's going to be the same commentators as last time at the WDC race. Flatspot Longboard Shop is doing a giveaway of the Cambric Pro model. You've only got one more day to enter. I think they're calling the winner tomorrow, Friday, tomorrow. By the time this goes up, tomorrow, maybe today if you're watching it today. So not a lot of time. They obviously announced it just yesterday, like Valentine's Day, so it's a very short giveaway. It's cool to see like Flatspot, he's been putting a lot of effort into just like social media and like just pushing stuff on Instagram and stuff lately, which has been, yeah, really cool to see shop owners being more involved and active in the community. I think it goes a long way for just making more stoke, basically. But yeah, go check out Flatspot on Instagram if you haven't already. That's a shop up in Canada. They sell all sorts of gear, one of the bigger longboard stores that there is. And yeah, if you want that Cambric Pro model, go into the giveaway on their Instagram page. Alrighty, moving over into company and gear related news. Orangatang Wheels has come out with a couple of new iterations, I guess you could say, of their wheels. They now offer rain grooves, which is pretty exciting. If you don't know much about rain grooves, if you put grooves of any kind in a wheel, it's going to hopefully make the wheels grippier in the wet. It's stops you hydroplaning, it allows somewhere for the water to go. And so typically we really only see like Harfang, the company Harfang, making rain groove wheels, and they actually a lot of the time use Orangatang wheels. So interesting to see Orangatang themselves as a company now selling grooved wheels. But just cool to see, you know, I don't really skate in the rain, but if you're gonna skate in the rain, you want the grooves. They just make it so much grippier and so much better for skating. So that's cool to see. The other thing with Orangatang is they just announced that they have the blue dad bods now. So that's the dad bod wheels, or their massive, ginormous wheels, which I haven't seen many people ride. I'm not sure how good they are for downhill, but either way, the really huge, ginormous wheels, they were just coming in the orange 88th, and I guess a lot of people were asking them to make them in the blue, I think it's 77A. So yeah, they're now bigger, better, softer. Not just bigger and better, they're now softer too. So I think they're more aimed at LDP cruising, but they're just ginormous wheels, and now they can get them in the blue, softer thing. So cool to see. I got an email from Mureskate. Well, I didn't get an email. It's like one of those automated emails that if you've ordered there before, they send you stuff to be like, we have these in stock or whatever. But this one was a little different. It said, you know, they talked about having the new Power Primos in stock and the Seismic Aeon trucks. And then they said they have something, a mystery announcement coming very soon, so get excited about that. So I have no idea what that's about. It hasn't happened as far as right now, me being aware. But I figured I'd mention it. They say to, you know, stay in tune with them on social media and stuff like that for their big announcement coming soon. So no idea what that could be, but I figured it's worth mentioning on TWID that there'll be some kind of big announcement from Mureskate coming up reasonably soon, I would assume. So yeah, if you don't already, go check out Mureskate on Instagram and you'll probably see it there whenever it's announced, whatever it is. And the last thing I wanted to mention this week was Rocket posted a like weird, faded, hard to see photo of a board, and they said it's called the Rocket Simplex, coming in spring 2024. So it's probably the next board that they're releasing. You can see in the photo it's a short board. It has the mounting holes for the gravity plates, so it's obviously meant to be like a short weighted setup. probably similar in some ways to the Don. Yeah, cool to see. Rocket is just killing it. They have so many boards, they just seem to be pumping out even more. They've got, you know, just all sorts of different options, which is really cool. And yeah, so I guess there's going to be another smaller, maybe racy, maybe weighted board freeride setup. Don't know, coming soon. The name Simplex to me kind of implies it's probably quite a simple design. A lot of people are riding reasonably simple, almost like blank kind of boards, and then doing their own, you know, torque blocks and crazy foot stops and stuff. So I'm kind of getting that vibe just from the name and seeing that it is one of those short boards. But yeah, I guess we'll get more information about that pretty soon, as it is almost the spring of 2024. But yeah, that was this week in downhill. Like I said at the start, if there was anything you thought should have been mentioned this week, chuck it in the comments below. Other people can see it that way. If you have something you want included next week, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or in the comments of this one as well, and I'm happy to share it next week. And yeah, if you wanted to know more about anything I spoke about, then all the links to everything I mentioned is in the description below, so you can get to that information from there. And yeah, thanks for watching.